Imagine this. You're in a maze. The clock is ticking, and every path you take seems to lead to a dead end. Frustration sets in. But then a revelation strikes. What if the secret isn't just about finding the right path? What if the secret is creating it? Welcome to a journey where the unexpected is the map to your success. Today, we're going to dive into a formula that has propelled the ordinary to the extraordinary and the failures to unimaginable success. But here's the catch. Can you embrace the chaos and become the architect of your destiny, even when everything goes off plan? Stick around, and we will unravel that mystery right after this.
Welcome to your Success DNA podcast, the go-to resource for entrepreneurs, business owners, and professionals who are ready to level up their lives. Your Success DNA podcast. Get ready to be inspired, motivated, and empowered to create the life that you truly want. We will be sharing tips, tricks, and mindset shifts that you need to achieve your wildest dreams. Remember, your success is in your DNA.
I want you to picture this for a moment. A man secluded in his workshop. The lights are dim, just a single light over his workbench. But he's surrounded by over 1,000 failed prototypes. Yet his eyes, those eyes are ablaze with an unwavering fire of determination. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about? That man, I think, was Thomas Edison. And despite the mounting failures, he iterated, he pivoted, and he illuminated the world, well, quite literally, you might say. His journey wasn't a straight path, but rather a winding road paved with setbacks, reroutes, and aha moments. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? In the wise words of Confucius, it doesn't matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. But hey, in our fast-paced world, who doesn't love a good shortcut every now and then? Yeah, I know I do. Welcome, dear listeners, to another episode of Your Success DNA podcast. Today, we're peeling back the layers of a secret formula, one that has not only lit up the world, but has been the silent architect of numerous success stories. It's about having a plan, but wait a minute, not being handcuffed by that plan. It's about the art and science of knowing when to stay the course and when to dance with change, embracing the unexpected twists and turns that life, in its mischievous wisdom, always seems to throw our way. So let me ask you this. When was the last time you found yourselves at a crossroads? Your well-laid plans laughing in the face of an unexpected detour. Yeah, right? Did you stubbornly stick to the plan? Or did you, like Edison, find a new way to illuminate your journey? Well, stick with us because we're going to dive deep into the realms of pivoting and iterating, exploring the magic that happens when we blend steadfast determination with the fluidity of adaptation. Here's something for you. In the heat of battle, amidst the chaos and clashing of swords, General Hannibal, he was a strategist par excellence. He found his meticulously crafted plans literally falling apart right before his eyes. The Romans, his formidable adversaries, were nothing if not unpredictably cunning for their time. But here's where the tale takes a little bit of a twist. Hannibal, rather than succumbing to despair, Hannibal embraced the chaos. Hannibal began adapting with a nimbleness that could only be the stuff of legends. He tore his original strategy literally to shreds, quite literally, and in the disarray, he found himself a new path. He found himself with a spark of ingenuity that could and would catch his foes off guard. His army, though initially bewildered, what the hell is this guy doing here, rallied behind his audacious new plan, navigated through the unexpected with a renewed vigor, and ultimately snatched victory from the jaws of what was seemingly going to be an inevitable defeat. My dear listeners, there's a profound lesson nestled in the folds of Hannibal's story. Want to know what it is? It's called planning. While the cornerstone of any venture, be it a battle, a business, or a personal journey, it is but a guide. It's not unyielding law, ladies and gentlemen. So many of you are like, well, the plan says this, we got to do that. No. The true mastery here, it seems, lies in the ability to dance with unpredictability, to mold chaos into opportunity, and to see the unseen path that lies hidden amongst all the smoke, all the mirrors, and all the turmoil. Now, I'm sure many of you are nodding along. Yep. A few of you perhaps have a smirk of recognition playing with your lips as you recalled some of your own battles, right? Some of your own business ventures, some of your own relationships, your own meticulously laid out plans that life, in its playful mischief, decided to toss in the wind. Yeah, they just said, nope, that's not going to work. Yep, I hear. You got to try this instead. Oh, the frustration, man, the disbelief. And yet, here you are. Yeah. You're still listening, you're still moving, you're still going forward. So let's take a moment, shall we, and reflect on those unexpected detours and those new vistas that they unveiled.
Your Success DNA podcast. Your success is in your DNA.
Because between you and me, isn't there a particular charm in life's unpredictability? Yeah, the things you can't plan for? Yeah, well, okay, picture this. A seasoned sailor navigating through the tempest, his ship battered by the relentless waves and the unwielding winds. Let's say in one scenario, he decides to pivot, altering his course entirely, steering away from the storm to explore uncharted territories. That's one option. In another, he iterates, adjusting his sails, modifying his course, but staying the course, learning and adapting with every wave that seeks to do nothing more than topple him. You see, in our ventures, pivoting is that bold shift. Pivoting is a fundamental change in direction when the current path is simply not leading us where we want to go, where we need to go. It's a courageous leap directly into the unknown, driven by the belief that new horizons await us. However, on the flip side, iterating, that's the subtle art of refinement, of tweaking and polishing the current path, learning with every step and enhancing our strategy with a drastic shift in direction. Both, my friends, are invaluable tools, pivoting and iterating. They're invaluable tools in our arsenal as we navigate through the stormy seas of business, of life, and ambition. In our pulsating, ever-shifting world where time waits for no man or no woman, the ability to pivot and the ability to iterate, they aren't just skills. They're survival mechanisms. You see, because it's about being attuned to the subtle whispers of change, being ready to morph and adapt, ensuring that we are not left behind in the relentless march of progress. And here's the other thing. If you aren't pivoting, if you aren't iterating, you're probably remaining stagnant. And if you're remaining stagnant or in place while the rest of the world is marching forward, aren't you really going backwards? Pivoting and iterating are the silent architects behind countless success stories, from the businesses that soared to new heights by adapting to market changes, to the individuals who transformed their lives by daring to step into new unexplored areas. Okay, knowing all that, now let's turn that lens inward, shall we? Let's think back to a moment in your life where a pivot or an iteration paved the way for an unexpected breakthrough, an unexpected success. Small, big, medium, whatever. Perhaps it was a career change. Maybe it was a shift in your entrepreneurial journey, an altering of your business strategy, or a personal transformation. Can you recall the trepidation? Yeah? Can you recall the exhilarating thrill of the unknown and the eventual triumph of navigating through that ambiguity? Yeah, you see, your journey, much like those of countless trailblazers ahead of you, as well as those behind you, is a testament to the boundless possibilities that unfold when you dare to pivot, when we dare to pivot, when you dare to iterate, and when you dare to dance with the unknown. And as we delve deeper, I want you to remember your path, your rules, and sometimes breaking those rules is the key to discovering realms of unimaginable potential. Now, I think in the vast tapestry of the universe, every star, every galaxy is in a perpetual dance of evolution, right? It's like this nonstop iterative process that crafts the celestial spectacle that so many of us enjoy gazing upon. I don't know about you. I love going into dark spaces. One of the things I love about living out here away from the city is you get to see so much more of the vast universe that's out there. I remember the first time I really got a good look at the night sky. I was out in Phoenix, Arizona. I was working for Certainteed. I was installing a new computer system at one of their offices. And one of the employees there invited me out to their mom and dad's house for chili and Indian bread. And I'm like, sure, why not? And they lived what must have been 20, 30 minutes outside of Phoenix in the desert hills. And after dinner, walked outside, with a soda in hand. I was looking at the sky and I literally gasped. My breath was caught in my chest as I looked up and I could see something I'd only seen in pictures and books before. Because I lived really in Southern California, in LA, right? Where so much of the city lights drowned out the universe, drowned out the celestial spectacle I was talking about. And I really got to see something that's like, whoa, that's amazing. Here's the thing, much like the cosmos, our life too, it's in an endless iteration. There are parts of it that if we just stop and look deeply, we'll be amazed. All right. But inside of that, there's this series of adjustments and refinements and evolutions that are going to propel us forward towards our ultimate destination, what we dream, desire, and deserve. So imagine for a moment, if the universe ceased its iterative dance, you think the stars would flicker out? Maybe the galaxies would crumble and this cosmic spectacle that I was staring on with awe, think it would descend into chaos?
Your Success DNA podcast. Your success is in your DNA.
Yeah, it would descend into chaos. Similarly, in our lives, stagnation is the antithesis of growth. The continuous mindful iteration, whether in our personal endeavors or our businesses, our entrepreneurial endeavors, or our inner selves, is the silent engine that drives us towards our aspirations, ensuring that we will always be moving, always be evolving, and perpetually having us reaching for those awe-inspiring stars. So now let's bring this cosmic dance back down to our earthly endeavors, shall we? How does one effectively iterate in the tangible realms of our personal, entrepreneurial, and professional lives? Okay, let's go there. First, you have to embrace a mindset of perpetual learning. Yeah, and I think if you're here listening to this podcast and you're still listening, we are 15 minutes in or so, you have that. You like to keep learning. You have to understand that every step, every misstep even, is a treasure trove of insights. Second, you're going to have to cultivate this keen awareness and attunement to the subtle whisper of change. Yeah, that's going to ensure that your iterations are informed, that they're intentional, and that they're aligned even in the shifting sands of time. Yeah. And third, do not fear. Hear me, my friends. Do not fear missteps. You're going to stumble. You're going to bumble. You're going to fall. You're even going to face plant. But they are but stepping stones, guiding you toward the refined strategies and those enhanced pathways. Okay, now let's take a little stroll down memory lane, shall we? And visit, let's say, the journey of Walt Disney, a man whose name is synonymous with imagination and wonder. But the path was not always sprinkled with pixie dust for Walt in his dreams. Walt faced bankruptcy. He faced criticism and any number of setbacks. Some of you have probably heard of them, right? Yet with every hurdle, he iterated. He refined his ideas. He adjusted his strategies, and he persistently reached for his dreams. I think his life is a testament to the magic that unfolds when we dare to iterate, when we dare to keep learning, when we dare to adapt, and when we dare to perpetually continue to reach for the stars, crafting our own spectacle in the cosmic dance of life. Look, my dear listeners, my fellow success seekers, as we navigate through the intricate dance of pivots and iterations, I want to drop my favorite segment, Tracy's top tip for you. And here it is. Embrace the chaos. Yeah, right? It's not hard, right? You heard me right. Just embrace the chaos. In the seemingly disordered, in the tumultuous moments of your journey, there lies a hidden order, a secret pathway that can guide you towards unexplored horizons. Often, we're conditioned just to seek order. And trust me, I'm preaching to the choir here. I'm a third-generation military man. I grew up, my dad retired from the service. I jumped into the military environment right out of high school. My grandfather was in the military. It's the cloth I'm cut from. However, inside of that, we have to carve out predictability in our endeavors. So trust me when I say we're conditioned to seek order, to carve out predictability in our endeavors. But what if, just for a moment, think about this. What if within the chaos, within the unexpected, we find the seeds of an unimaginable number of possibilities? Ooh, wait a minute. So embracing the chaos is not about surrendering to disorder. No. But rather, it's about opening up ourselves to the unseen possibilities that lie hidden amidst the turmoil. Yeah, there's something in there you can learn. There's something in there you can go after and you can leverage. Let's dive into the story of Reed Hastings. Now, for those of you who don't know, Reed Hastings is the co-founder of Netflix. Now, the inception of this streaming giant was not born out of meticulous planning. No, which is why I'm telling the story, right? But rather, it emerged from a moment of chaos. A $40 late fee for a rented movie, to be precise. Reed was frustrated by the penalty and the inconvenience. In that, Reed saw an opportunity amidst the chaos, amidst the disorder, an unmet need that was waiting to be discovered. We all know it, right? Especially if you're my age. You remember returning a DVD or returning a VHS tape, either unwound or 2 days late, and you're like, really? That much? You're crazy? And so, Netflix was born. Not from a well-laid out plan, but from a moment of chaos, embraced and transformed into an opportunity that revolutionized the entertainment industry. And if you think about it, probably put one of the big guys completely out of business. If it didn't put them completely out of the business, it did completely throw them for a loop.
Your Success DNA podcast. Your success is in your DNA.
So, my dear friends, as you sail through the seas of your journey, I'm going to encourage you to embrace the chaos, to peer directly into the disorder and seek that hidden order that lies beneath. For within the lashing wave of the tumultuous chaos, you may find the seeds of your next breakthrough, the pathway that leads you towards uncharted territories, and you may even find where your dreams wait to be unearthed. Yeah, remember, amidst the chaos lies the ladder to your aspirations, waiting to be discovered, waiting to be climbed, and waiting to be conquered. Now, as we draw the curtain on today's journey through the realms of plans, pivots, and iterations, let's bask for a moment in the afterglow of the insights we've explored. It's like, let's feel the sun rays coming down on you. Right? We've delved into the intricate dance of planning and the silent power that lies in our ability to adapt, to pivot, and to iterate through the ever-shifting landscapes of our endeavors, right? Be they personal, professional, entrepreneurial, relationship, whatever. We've discovered that within the chaos, within the unexpected, lies the hidden pathways that guide us towards the uncharted territories. And those are where our dreams await to be discovered and ultimately realized. So, as we navigate through the seas of our journey, let's ponder upon this just for a moment. You ready? What if the chaos? What if the unexpected detours? And what if the unplanned moments aren't really obstacles, but rather signposts, guiding us towards the possibilities that we need to explore, that we wanted to explore, and ultimately that we have to explore to earn the right to achieve our goal? What if within every moment of disorder lies an opportunity just waiting to be discovered, just waiting to be embraced and transformed into a stepping stone towards our dreams, desires, and goals? Yeah. In the eloquent words of Tony Robbins, the path to success is to take massive, determined action. But let's remember, action without direction, without the willingness to adapt, to pivot, and to iterate can and will quite often lead us astray. So as we step forward, let's do so with awareness, with an openness to the unexpected, and with the courage to navigate through the chaos and discover the hidden order that lies beneath. Here we go one more time. Let's picture this, shall we? A young woman standing at the edge of a cliff, her heart pounding in her chest as she gazes down into the abyss below. She's worked tirelessly to get here, following a meticulously laid out plan, yet the path forward is completely shrouded in mystery and in chaos. So, with a deep breath, she leaps, embracing the unknown, and as she descends, she discovers within the chaos that wings await to carry her towards the horizon that she has yet to explore. It was her leap of faith, her willingness to embrace the unknown. Yeah, that became her pathway towards the stars, where her dreams waited with open arms. You see, my dear listeners, as we step into the unknown, may we do so with the courage to embrace the chaos. May we do so to discover the hidden pathways that lie beneath and to navigate through the tumultuous waters towards the stars where our dreams wait to be discovered, wait to be realized, and wait to be celebrated. All right, my dear dreamers, my navigators and star tracers and success seekers, your journey, your insights, and your stories are the lifeblood of this podcast. Sometimes you hear me say, picture this, and I tell a brief story. It's one of your stories. So I invite you to continue this exploration, this dance of dreams, of chaos and possibilities beyond the confines of this episode. I want you to visit yoursuccessdna.com and immerse yourself in a treasure trove of insights, stories, and tools crafted with the singular aim of guiding you towards the stars, towards your desires, dreams, and goals. Share your voice, share your stories and your questions, because those are the melodies that enrich my journey. Go ahead while you're at the website. You'll see a little microphone down there in that lower right-hand corner. That's so you can leave us a voicemail, so you can share your tales of dreams, chaos, and triumph, so you can ask your burning questions, and so that you can suggest the realms that you'd like us to explore in future episodes. Your insights could be the beacon that guides fellow dreamers towards their stars. And your voice certainly is inspiration to keep me pushing forward. Every dreamer, every navigator brings with them a unique melody, a unique perspective that enriches all of our journeys. Share this podcast with friends, family, and fellow dreamers, ensuring that our community and our exploration is ever expanding and ever enriching and perpetually reaching for the stars. And finally, my dear listeners, your support is the wind beneath my wings, propelling me forward in this journey towards my dreams by helping you reach your dreams. So please take a second, rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast, ensuring that you stay abreast of all the iterations of our exploration, all the pivots that we may have here, and so that you can grow and learn and navigate through the chaos towards the stars where our dreams await to be discovered and realized. And with that, I'm going to leave you as I always do. Think successfully and take action.
Thanks for listening to Your Success DNA podcast. Whether you're starting out or you're a seasoned entrepreneur, we have the tools and inspiration that you need to take your life to the next level. So stay tuned for more game-changing advice in our upcoming episodes. And hey, before you go, a quick reminder to check out our past episodes of Your Success DNA for more inspiring stories and practical advice. And if you've loved what you heard, leave us a review and share this podcast with your friends and colleagues. Let's all level up our lives together, shall we? Remember, your success is in your DNA.